Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. We're going to get right to it today because we have a special guest and an old friend, and we're going to be talking about his trip to Antarctica. Did I say that right, Dave?
Antarctica, indeed.
Dave Congelton. Good
Rick
to see
Martel,
you.
how are you, sir?
It's a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
You've been
Thank
kind
you.
to me over the years, and when I first heard you on the air that you were going to Antarctica, I thought, why? Because it's so cold there. You know, I left Kansas, but you went in the springtime as far as...
Well, their springtime.
Yeah.
The summer for Antarctica is December, January, and February.
Okay.
So when I was down there in our January, it was 40 and 50 degrees down there. It was their summer.
Well, that's not bad, is
It's beautiful.
That's not bad at all.
The people from the Chamber of Commerce who went to China, they froze their butts off. It was like 15 degrees. I'm walking around with a sweater and no gloves, no parka, no hat. It was beautiful.
But you went to China one time, didn't you?
No.
You did not?
No.
Where else did you go?
You couldn't give me a ticket to go to China.
Where else did you go? You took another trip.
I've been to Alaska.
Alaska.
I went on a cruise to Alaska. This was my
Pick these
second cruise.
cold climates, okay.
No, I like going where other people haven't gone. I like going to different places that haven't been spoiled by tourists yet. And Alaska, the Inner Passage, there's not like a McDonald's and a Holiday Inn there. And you go down to Antarctica and there's nothing.
God,
it's the last wilderness on the planet.
Man, if they don't have a McDonald's, I don't go. So how long were you down there anyway? A week?
It was a 2-week cruise.
A week. And what was the most fascinating thing you saw there? Was it the glaciers, the icebergs, the animals?
It was everything. The most fascinating thing to me was the fact that it was everything that I wanted it to be and more.
Wow.
You have to picture for about 5-6 days in a row, we saw no one else. We encountered no civilization, no towns, no shopping malls. We had the place to ourselves.
You keep saying we. How many people were in your group?
Well, I went with one other woman, is what I'm trying to say.
I heard about that. You didn't go with Charlotte.
No, my wife would not go. And our dear friend Jan, who I met on the cruise to Alaska, she's of a certain age where she is retired and could go wherever she wanted to go.
Yeah.
She announced that she was going to go. It was one of those things, Rick, where I just kind of said, I'm going to go with you.
Yeah.
Because I figured that's the only way I'm ever going to get to go. On the cruise ship itself, there are about 185 passengers and 175 crew members. Antarctica is regulated by international treaty. So they're very strict about how many people can go on shore at any given time. 100 people. That's
100.
all. You can't go to the bathroom, you can't smoke, you can't litter, you can't do anything.
God, that's not my kind of country.
But that's how they preserve the environment
I understand,
down there.
I understand. And I read that it's the 5th largest of the 7 continents, and I had no idea.
Beats me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, also, it's not that far from Australia. This is why it was hard to me
We
to
went down
imagine where it
from South
was.
America.
Oh, you did? Okay.
If you picture Antarctica as this big glob, in the upper left-hand corner there's a peninsula that juts out facing South America. And so we cruised down and we went underneath to the far side of the peninsula, and then we came back. The closest we got to the South Pole was about 1,500 miles.
Okay. Now, you took a lot of pictures. Let's, because we don't have a lot of time, let's start showing these in order.
And how should we do this?
Well, just hold it up to that camera, and then we'll get a close-up of it. Yeah. Oh, man, that's a good shot.
Now, see, this is me in the Zodiac right there.
Yeah.
This is a photo, obviously, that the cruise ship took, and they post the photos. The minute I saw this, I'm like, I've got to have this photo.
Well, that's a great shot.
Because this is the quintessential Antarctica shot. Obviously, here's the cruise ship. Here we are in the Zodiac, and this is me going on board to Antarctica for the very first time.
Damn, that looks cold, though.
No, it's not cold, Rick.
Oh, you keep saying that.
It's not cold.
Let's have another one, okay?
All right, what would you like to see?
Take them right from the top there.
Well, I've got a lot of photos here.
All right. Well, let's show your best ones. Because we want to get close-ups. By the way, how many penguins are down there? I read about penguins. Did you see the movie
we
March of
landed
the
at one place, Bailey Head, where there were 500,000 penguins. And that was the largest penguin colony in all of Antarctica.
Look like they're all going to the prom, don't they, in their tuxedos?
Now, here we are. We had 9 landings.
Right.
6 where you get the Zodiac actually go on shore.
Hold up a little higher. You can't. There you go. Okay.
And then 3 where you just get in the little Zodiacs and you dart out among the icebergs. And so we were going right by this iceberg when this part
fell off.
fell off. Boom.
Is that global warming, or does that happen?
It happens all the time.
Oh, it does.
But if you talk to the crew who have been going there for a number of years, they all believe
It's more
global
frequent.
warming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But see, you're staying on the ship,
Yeah. I understand.
and all these icebergs, you're just floating by, and there's no one else around. It's quiet. It's clean.
And I thought you were a gregarious type of person. You like people around all the time.
I had 184 fellow passengers.
That's enough.
I had 184 fellow passengers.
All right, let's see some more good. Oh yeah, what about the aminals?
Oh, here's my best shot.
All right.
I got this in the LA Times.
Okay.
These are Gen 2 penguins. There are 17 different kind of penguins.
Really?
And if you look closely at this picture, I have proof that there's such a thing as happy feet.
That is cute.
I was at at Mickelson Harbor, heading down towards an abandoned research station, and I just looked to my left, and there were all these penguins dancing. And I just happened to get the proof.
Just like Fred Astaire.
Yeah.
Huh?
And then this guy down here, this is my favorite penguin. I named him Walter.
Man, he's fat.
He's fat, and he just stood there the whole time. He wouldn't move. He wouldn't look at me. He wouldn't move away. Penguins are totally oblivious to you, Rick.
Sounds like my wife.
They could care less about you. They
Really?
don't bite you. They don't come up to you.
No kidding.
They ignore you.
Do they scatter when you walk toward them?
No.
They don't.
No. Some
Now,
will walk
is
towards
that
you.
blubber under? That can't be all feathers there. That must be.
No, there's got to be
a
some
lot
kind of blubber
there.
underneath.
Yeah, that's what
but
keeps them warm.
science was never
Mine
my
neither.
forte, so I don't know.
Let's see the picture there in with your beard there, where you look like.
Now, here I am at Bailey's Head, and I don't know how close this will come up on the camera,
Yeah.
but
We'll
in the
get it
background
close.
here,
Yeah.
these are all penguins.
Oh, really?
I'm landing on a spot where there are 500,000 penguins.
My God. Now what's this up here? This is beautiful. The ship. in the
Same
background.
spot.
Same spot.
So
Okay.
here we are on the ship. We get in the Zodiac and we come and we land at the mouth of the creek. We've got to come up the creek because on the beach, it's all penguins. And this rock formation over here is about the size of Morro Rock. So you
Really?
can't go this way, you can't go this way, you just got to go straight up the creek. And so I come all the way up to the top of the ridge, and as far as the eye can see in front of me, guess what? Penguins.
Penguins. Did you see any walrus, or do they have walrus or whales or what?
Oh, we
what-
saw many whales.
And seals.
It was so cool because you're sitting down to eat lunch,
Yeah.
and the captain comes on the ship, and he's Italian. He says, ladies and gentlemen, we have whales at 1 o'clock. And all of a sudden, everybody grabs their cameras, and they run out on deck, and we're seeing the whales, and the captain decides, we're going to follow the whales.
Really?
So here we are at the bottom of the planet on a Saturday afternoon. We're just chasing whales.
Whales at 1 o'clock. Now, see, if it were noon, I'd wait till an hour to go look. But I see what you meant. All right, 1 o'clock. All right. Well, anyway, did we show this one?
Yes, we did.
Didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like you had a wonderful time.
I had a great
What
time.
was the most memorable thing about your trip, though? Really?
Oh man. I'd have to say that Bailey's Head, because we weren't supposed to go there,
Yeah.
and a ship left early again because of the tough restrictions. It was a golden opportunity, and it was the last stop. And when you get on the beach and you go up on the ridge, and you realize that you are experiencing something very few
Few
people
people
in the
have.
world will ever experience.
Yeah.
And you're pinching yourself the whole time, going, "I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm here."
All right. Be right back. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Rick.
Don't go away.
When two hearts are sharing magic moments, memories we've been sharing. What you should know, I can't live if living is without.